I am sharing the 5 passive income streams that have already made me $3,361 this year. And I'm going to show you how you can get started making money while you relax by the pool, go on vacation, or spend more time with your kids too. Now, before I get started, let's define what passive income actually is, because I think that this is a really important distinction. Passive income is money that you earn, but it does not require active, ongoing work to keep continuing to earn. Think of it like a system that you set up one time and it continues to generate you money even when you're not working. But the key note here is that you do actually have to set up the system once. So while $3,361 may not sound like that much money, at the same time, it is passive income. So it's money that I'm earning while I'm not working, while I'm hanging out with my daughter or traveling, etc. Because what I really love is that it opens up time freedom for me, meaning that I'm not actively trading my time for money. So let's talk about my 5 passive income streams and how much they've paid me this year. So first off, we have dividend stocks. So far this year from dividend stocks, I've made $119.04. Dividends are probably one of my favorite passive income streams because they are truly so easy and simple to set up, and they really do not require active work to maintain them. So first off, what even are dividend stocks? They are essentially shares of a company that will pay out a portion of their profits to their shareholders. This is usually paid out on a regular basis, such as quarterly, yearly, but in some cases it's actually monthly. And these payouts are called dividends. So I actually choose to reinvest my dividend payouts because this then creates this snowball effect that will ultimately increase my dividend payouts over time. So let's just give a quick real world example. Let's say you have $10,000, you put that into one of my favorite monthly dividend payout stocks, which is O, or Realty Income. This stock offers a 5.5% yield. It doesn't have huge annual growth, so we'll give it a modest 3% growth per year, but with the dividend reinvesting every single month back into the stock to then buy more stocks, over the span of 20 years, this initial $10,000 investment would be worth over $50,000. There are tons of different companies that you can invest in that have high dividends, and you can actually learn what the company's dividend yield is on Robinhood. You can just kind of scroll down and it will show what the dividend yield percentage is. Not all companies have a dividend, so that's something to keep in mind as well. And if you want a more thorough step-by-step guide on how to get invested in dividends and get started on Robinhood, I also have a whole dedicated video to that, so I'll link that video up above as well. All right, my next passive income stream this year is this platform right here, YouTube, which has paid me $2,768.36. Now, I know a lot of you might be thinking YouTube isn't really a passive income stream because you have to put out new videos every single week. And while that is true, it also really is a passive income stream because actually majority of the income I make every single month is from videos that I posted months or even several years ago. In fact, here's a number that kind of blew my mind. It's pretty crazy. When I look at the videos that paid me the most last month in June, my top 4 out of 5 were actually videos that I posted several months ago, if not several years ago. My 10 Easy Side Hustles video, which is a video I posted in June or May of 2023, made me a majority of my income at $73.97. And then my second highest video was a video I posted in October of last year, so like 8 or 9 months ago, and that video paid me over $30. So those 2 videos right there paid me over $100 last month, and they were videos that I made months, if not years ago. And that really just goes to show that with YouTube, you can put content out there, let it sit, let it gain momentum and gain views, and over time, it's going to continue to pay you income while you travel, relax, read a book, hang out with your kids. If you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel, but you're not sure where to start, or maybe you do have a YouTube channel, but you haven't quite gotten it to the point of being monetized yet, and you're ready to take it to the next level, I actually do have an ebook on how to get monetized on YouTube. I'll go ahead and link that at the top of my description box if you want to check it out. Everything from picking a niche, how to create captivating content, how to hook your audience, all the way up to software and equipment that I use. Okay, but I know that being in front of the camera is not for everyone, but another way that you can actually do something pretty similar to YouTube is actually with blog writing. It's basically the same concept as YouTube, but in written form. And you can even run Google Ads on your blog. If you've ever looked up a recipe and had to scroll past 20 different ads before you actually get to the recipe, that is people actually using Google Ads AdSense on their blogs to create the Google AdSense revenue, which is the same thing that you get on YouTube as well. And again, the great thing about that is you create your blog post once, you put the ads on it, and you can let it run forever. All right, my next passive income stream this year is actually through affiliate marketing, and I have made $401.70 so far this year. I actually recently just made a whole dedicated video for how to dive into and get started with affiliate marketing, so I will link that video up above. But at a very high level, affiliate marketing is essentially getting paid for referring a person to make a sale, basically like a referral program. I love affiliate marketing because it really is like true passive income for me. I leverage my YouTube channel, I leverage my Instagram page, and it's just a really like truly easy passive income stream for me. You can either choose to be an affiliate of individual companies. So if there's a certain company brand product that you use all the time, like for example, let's say you're big on Nalgene water bottles. I don't know why I thought of that random example, but most companies have an affiliate program. So you could go to their website and search their affiliate program and apply directly through their website. Alternatively, instead of having to apply to all these different companies individually, you can also apply to like a broader affiliate program. So Amazon has an affiliate program. That's kind of the primary one that I use. There's also Like to Know It and Share a Sale. What's interesting is I actually get a lot of my affiliate sales from my secondary vlog channel, which is more focused on mom related content. A lot of times I'll be showing my baby using something and I'll just include a link to that product in the description box as well. But this should be encouraging for you guys because that channel has just about 500 YouTube subscribers, which is in the grand scheme of things, not very many people. And I have been able to make majority of my affiliate sale income from that channel actually. So that just goes to show you really don't have to have a huge audience in order to be making decent money from affiliate marketing. Again, you could also leverage blog posts, talk about, mom life or whatever it is that you deal with, that you go through, include links to products that you use and create affiliate income that way. You could also create affiliate links through Pinterest posts. So there's lots of different ways to get started doing this. It doesn't have to be through a YouTube channel, but I really do love this passive income stream. So I definitely recommend it. Next, let's talk about one of my favorite passive income streams, digital products. So far this year, I've made $71.95. Over the last few weeks, I have been talking more and more about digital products, and there's a reason why. That reason is because I am understanding more and more how powerful digital product sales actually can be in creating financial and time freedom for yourself. So I actually created my first few digital products about 2 months ago. I currently have 3 available for purchase and 1 little freebie for you guys. The first one is the one I talked about earlier, getting monetized on YouTube. The second one is how to create digital products. If you want to check out how to get started creating digital products, check out that digital product. And the third one I created is actually about starting any sort of side hustle or side business. I get a lot of questions about how I have gotten started as an entrepreneur, a serial side hustler, and decided to create that digital product because of it. So those are the 3 paid digital products that I have to offer for you guys. But I also have recently created a little freebie, which has just a laundry list of digital product ideas within various types of niches or interests, from mom content to tech to AI. So if you're curious about that or just need some ideas to getting you going, I will link my freebie down in my description box as well. The reason I love digital products is because once you have them created and you have your sales funnel and marketing strategy set up, it's truly a set it up once, make money forever type of model. It took me probably 1 weekend to create each of my digital products. And what's great is that other than mentioning them in my YouTube videos, I don't really have to do much to maintain them anymore. I also build an email list through either selling those products or through my freebie, and creating that email list gives me another way to contact people and hopefully sell them a paid version later on. And my last 2 cents on digital products is I love them because they can be about truly anything. No matter what you have knowledge on, there is a way to create a digital download on that topic. It could be anything from family chore charts to budgeting templates to how to style ebooks like mine. Honestly, the options really are endless. And by the way, if you want a more thorough walkthrough on digital products, I actually made a video on this topic a few weeks ago, so I will link that video as well. All right, hopefully I've convinced you to get started with digital products. So let's move on to my 5th passive income stream. It is actually rental property. Now, spoiler, I actually have not made any money from this income stream yet this year. My sister and I actually went into an investment property together, and we anticipate starting to return a profit, a cash flow starting next month in August. So it's very exciting because I really hope to start seeing some monthly income from that. So there are several ways to get started investing in rental properties. So let's go ahead and talk about this, and I promise it's not as scary as you might think. So one way is through buying a house or a condo and actually renting it out long-term through, tenants, through renters. But the key here is making sure that your rental income is obviously going to be higher than your expenses, such as your mortgage, if you want to hire a property manager, paying for water, sewage, gas. The tricky part is finding a house that you can buy at a lower price point where the rent is going to be high enough to compensate for that and actually bring you in monthly cash flow. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you run the numbers and make sure that it makes sense. With interest rates the way that they are and housing prices the way that they are, I know that this is a little bit tough. So another way that you can actually do this is, instead of doing long-term tenants, long-term rentals, you could actually do short-term rentals like Airbnb or VRBO. What's great about that is, let's say you have a house that for a monthly tenant would rent out at $2,500. You might instead, for a short-term rental for an Airbnb, be able to rent out the property for $250 a night. That means you would only have to rent out the house 10 days per month in order to equate what it would be for a long-term tenant. Now let's assume you actually have more like 50% occupancy. That brings the monthly income up to $3,750 a month. So this is just a way that you can actually just bring in a little bit higher monthly income via a short-term rental and have a little bit more of that kind of profit window, if that makes sense. Of course, with short-term rentals, there are going to be a little bit more fees. For example, you're probably going to want to hire a cleaning staff. You're definitely going to need, paying for internet and things like that. When you're on Airbnb, I think you expect internet, but I do think that the higher income rental rate does account for that a little bit. So I have always wanted to be invested in real estate. It's always been really interesting to me, something that I just have wanted to have. So if you found a property that had this kind of potential, would you take the leap, or is it still a little bit intimidating? Let me know down in the comments. If you're curious about our rental property journey, make sure you guys let me know down in the comments. I'd be happy to share more. So those are my 5 income streams. If you're already doing any of those or really excited to try any of those, let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys about which one of these sound the most interesting to you. But for me, so far this year, it's been a total of $3,361. I think that this is, while maybe not a ton of money, I think it's a great place to start, a great place to build additional income, and I'm really excited to see how it's going to scale the rest of this year. Don't forget, if you want a free list of over 50 digital product ideas, I have that linked in my description box, so free to download, go check it out. And if you love these types of videos, make sure you give it a thumbs up button, and if you're new here, I would love for you to stick around, so hit that subscribe button as well. But thank you so much for watching, and I will catch up with you next week.